Do you believe that?
Morning, Axel. Well, it's something you hear with every merger in whatever industry that this will create value. I'm not sure how clients will see it that way. Certainly if Pepsi and Cola are under one roof, does create certain issues, and of course for the rest of the industry as well. Now the new company would have a fairly substantial market share, and that might lead to accusations of dominance. So of course that's the worry really, and also regulatory clearance remains, I think, a major hurdle to look forward to.
I was going to ask you, I mean, this is clearly a hurdle. When will we know whether clearance will come?
I think this will still be a number of months down the line. Regulators will want to really look at this in extensive detail. Now, the idea of having an advertising company controlling a large share of the market is something that you probably should be worried about, I think, because given the importance of advertising spend to many companies and sensitivity of companies to that sort of advertising spend in harder times, it's something that regulators, I think, are going to take a long, hard look at.
I want to get your thoughts on Ryanair. Their numbers out this morning look pretty good. Reserved seats has helped. Seems a bit of a no-brainer, really.
Well, exactly. Now, Ryanair is not quite doing as well as its rival EasyJet, which had a stonking performance last week, but I think there's a couple of one-off factors just hitting Ryanair at the moment. Yet again, these low-cost airlines continue to outperform their flag-carrying peers, and really that's where the attention will be focused on the airline industry. The old airlines continuing to struggle, and the low-cost airlines still doing very well. Super
Tuesday tomorrow, banks out, of course, across the board. Pressure on the dividends, I guess, forcing to raise dividends. Is that the focus?
I think that is a clear element, really. Investors in the banking sector have been very patient in the last few years with regard to dividends. They've really not been on the table in any meaningful form. So that's something really to watch out for, and seeing how the bank's performance is doing in an economy that is arguably doing better but not quite out of the emergency wing yet.
What in particular are you looking out for tomorrow? Which banks?
Well, I think we'll be looking for the major UK banks, really see how they're performing, and some across Europe, just to see how the Eurozone crisis really is beginning to weigh in these areas.
Of course, we've got policy meetings from the Fed, the BOE and the ECB all this week. Thoughts on that?
Well, central banks have been mercifully off the calendar for the last few weeks with Bernanke's testimony. The tapering seems to have dropped off, and I don't think you'll see much of that from the Fed, but clearly investors worrying about when this starts, and it looks to be the end of this year, so the volatility may come back for the end of July, the beginning of August. Of course, you've got non-farms on Friday just to add to the fun as well.